Halstead Telephone Company and R&J Broadcasting Incorporated is proud to present to you this broadcast on yourliveevent.com.
Good evening and welcome to Milner, North Dakota, the site of tonight's District 1 Division B boys basketball contest between the Richland Colts and the Sargent County Bulldogs. We will step aside and we'll be right back with pregame coverage. You're watching right here on yourliveevent.com.
Believes in fair pricing along with unmatched customer support that makes them truly better by choice. Anderson Seed Farms is a certified seed conditioning plant that grows, conditions, and sells Westbred spring wheat seed, which was the top growing spring wheat in North Dakota last year. Contact Anderson Seed Farms in Foreman at andersonseedfarms.com.
Partnership is a way of life here in the Northland. It's about pitching in to help our neighbors, making lending decisions locally, honoring long-term commitments to farmers, Main Street businesses, teams, schools, and rural communities. We're more than just a bank. We're a community partner, working constantly and diligently to enrich the lives of everyone we serve. Bank North, always true.
The Bison Booster Club, an organization that is rooted in their support of the activities within the Milner Public School District and the City of Milner. They pride themselves on their community involvement in local donations to area projects and sponsorships to help make their community a pleasant place to reside. If you have any questions or are interested in becoming a Booster Club member, you can check out the Bison Booster Club on Facebook or talk with any of the existing members. The Bison Booster Club, helping make their community a better place to live. The Milner Public School District has a long history of academic, artistic, and athletic achievement and is proud of the programs and education environment offered. A fully accredited educational system, Milner Public School District operates 2 separate school buildings, including Sundale Colony School. Over 85%, that's right, 85% of the graduates of Milner High School attend some form of post-secondary educational institution. You can find more information on the Milner Public School District online at milner.k12.nd.us. I
want to take this time to welcome you into our Stock Growers Bank broadcast booth. I'm Nick Furch, joined by my cameraman Vincent Sexton. Stock Growers Bank, we are locally owned, locally run, and invested in this community because it's our community too. In a world of big banks and bigger buildings, it's nice to know your bank is right here at home with Stock Growers Bank. As we look ahead to this District 1 Division B boys contest, we're going to first take a look at the visitors on the scoreboard, the Richland Colts. The Colts coming into this game hoping to play spoiler on the road and pick up win number 1 on the season. They're coming into today's game off of a loss their last time out against North Border, and that was after narrowly being defeated by Enderlin last Friday in a 55-51 point game. The Colts are coached by head coach Cody Ryland. And for the Colts, as we mentioned, still coming into this one looking for win number 1. But one thing about this Colts team is they have been playing some competitive basketball as of late, playing with a lot of sophomores and juniors. And those are guys that, as the season has gone on, are starting to in a sense, grow up and start playing more like juniors and seniors rather than those sophomores and juniors. So that's going to be something to watch here as this game goes on. Plenty of height, plenty of athleticism from this Colts team. Going to try and put the pressure on Sargent County here tonight. And as for the Sargent County Bulldogs, they're coming into today's game with a 6-7 overall record on the season. They're coming into tonight's game off of a loss their last time out to the Hankinson Pirates on Friday. For the Bulldogs, they've been trading wins for losses over their last 6 games. They defeated Tri-State last week, and that was off of a loss to Barnes County North. So for Sargent County, still trying to find some rhythm here as the regular season is nearing a close. Still only about little more than 3 weeks left of the regular season before we get to district basketball time. So for Sargent County, they're currently sitting in that 4 seed in the upcoming district tournament. So they are really hoping to catch their stride here, possibly make their way up to a 3rd seed, though they do not have the tiebreaker with Barnes County North, who is currently sitting ahead of them. So for Sargent County, it is their senior night. So this is the last game here at the MAC for the boys, and possibly this is the last game at the MAC for the season for the Bulldogs team. So they're hoping to close out the MAC with a victory here at home. So looking at some of the keys for head coach Ryan Weber and his squad here this evening, it is going to be just taking care of the basketball and playing consistently. There have been some times here during this stretch of basketball, as we mentioned, over the last 6 or so games, being able to not only just take care of the basketball, but make the smart play, make the right play, make the easy play is something that Coach Weber has really been wanting to get across with his team. Is how are they going to be able to play and get those easy buckets, get those easy passes, and not trying to force it, not trying to do too much. So that's going to be something to watch as we go on here this evening, as we are nearing the final minute or so of our pregame clock. So for Sargent County, looking to get back to 500, 7-7 would be the goal here this evening. Richland trying to pick up win number 1, play spoiler here on the road in Milner. So with that, we will step aside and we will be right back with starting lineups you're watching here on yourliveevent.com.
Data shows that half of the pills seized off the street by law enforcement contain a lethal dose of fentanyl. You never know when you might find yourself in the middle of an emergency. Why not be the reason a life can be saved? Narcan provides a safe and easy way to reverse the effects of an opioid in just minutes. You can pick up your Narcan today for free at your local public health office.
In Hope, North Dakota, we aren't just a town, we're a community, one that you can be proud of, where you and your family can grow. With available jobs, affordable housing, a golf course and pool, the Sportsman Club, and great educational opportunities. There hasn't been a better time to join the Hope community, ideally located between Fargo, Grand Forks, and Jamestown. For more information, go to www.hopend.com. Live, work, and play in Hope, North Dakota.
At Enbridge, we're focused on relationships. 23 Canadian First Nation and Métis communities now own an equity stake in Enbridge Athabasca Pipelines. In Minnesota, Enbridge has spent $450 million and counting with Native-owned companies and in wages to tribal members working on Line 3. Every day brings new collaborations, partnerships, and possibilities. Learn more at Enbridge.com.
In times like these, it's good to know there's a place where people know who you are, no matter how long you've been gone. A place where the smells of home cooking are still in the air, where a simple wave warms your heart, and sharing stories is just a way of life. It's good to be home. Farmers Union Insurance, protecting what's important in life.
Get in touch with David Bergerman today at 701-724-6252.
The Bison Booster Club, an organization that is rooted in their support of the activities within the Milner Public School District and the City of Milner. They pride themselves on their community involvement in local donations to area projects and sponsorships to help make their community a pleasant place to reside. If you have any questions or are interested in becoming a Booster Club member, you can check out the Bison Booster Club on Facebook or talk with any of the existing members. The Bison Booster Club, helping make their community a better place to live.
All right, we're just about to get ready for starting lineups. We'll start first with the visitors on the scoreboard, the Richland Colts. Starting at guard, the 5'9", junior, number 1, Dylan Bito.
Starting at the other guard, a 5'10" sophomore.
At a guard, 5'10" sophomore, number 23, Bentley Keeble.
Starting at forward, a 6'1"
A 6'1" sophomore forward, number 2, Corbin Elin.
At center, a 6'2" junior.
A 6'2" junior center, number 24, Owen Saylor.
And at center, a
And
6'2"
to
junior,
round off
Caden Pajingston.
And to round off the starting lineup for the Colts, the 6'2" junior center, number 34, Caden Fajingston. Now we'll take a look at the starters here tonight on senior night for Sargent County.
Your Sargent County Bulldog. Starting at guard, a 6'3" junior, number 3, Tristan
First, we'll look at the 6'3" junior guard, number 3, Tristan Peterson.
Starting at forward, a 6'2" junior.
Next up, the 6'2" junior forward, number 55, Kyle Potts.
Starting at guard, a 6' senior, number 0.
The 6' senior guard, number 0, Jace Feary.
Starting at forward, a 6'2"
The
senior,
6'2" senior forward, number 2, Logan Bope. And to round off the starting lineup here for Sargent County tonight is the 6' senior guard, number 20, Easton Johnson.
The Bulldogs are coached by Ryan Weber, assisted by Chad Feary and David Peterson.
So with senior night, going to get the starting spots are Easton Johnson and Logan Bope. See how long Coach Weber lets those guys enjoy their night before getting to the more regularly scheduled starting crew. Tristan Peterson and Corbin Elin going to tip it up here to get us started. And it is going to be possession Sargent County as Dylan Vito was out of bounds. So possession arrow is going to favor the Colts after a break, and Jace Feary going to get the action started here as he's guarded by Bito. This is Bope now to Potts. Potts gets it to Johnson. Johnson back to Potts. Man-to-man defense being played. Feary thought about the 3, instead gets it to Potts. Potts wanting to get it to Johnson down low. Peterson, his drive, almost poked away, lost it. Johnson gonna take the 3, and that 3-pointer off the mark, but Bope with the offensive rebound. Good battle as Potts able to kind of hook shot that one up and in, and that'll get our scoring started as Sargent County on the board first. This is Bito, 2-3 zone being played by Sargent County as we start. Elin tipped by Peterson. Still poked away. Peterson able to gather it, gets it to Easton Johnson. And Easton Johnson gets the bucket here on senior night. Obviously an exciting moment anytime you can get some points in your last home game. This is Keeble back up top to Bito. Owen Saylor, his shot off glass, no good. Poked out by Fajingston, but it's gathered by Peterson. Feary now bringing it up the floor. Feary to Bope. Out to Johnson, he's going to take the 3. Oh, no, they're going to say it's a 2. That's 4 points here for Easton Johnson. Now up to a 6-0 start for the Bulldogs. First 2 minutes, 3-point shot. He is off the mark. Skying up for the board is for Jingston, and that is going to get the scoring here for Richland started. Feary fakes the dribble handoff to Johnson. Up top, this is Peterson. Good extra pass to Feary, and he gets that one to go. Sargent County starting off from the floor, shooting very well. That 3-pointer. As we got a 3-point answer from Bito, no good. Johnson with the board. So Sargent County off to a good shooting start. And Peterson unable to keep possession of that one, tipped out of bounds by Dylan Bito. About 2.5 gone here in quarter number 1. Bope gonna take the drive, gets it out now to Potts. Potts wants a pick and roll action with Bope. Instead, this is Fury now with the basketball, guarded by Keeble. Jinkston on Potts, Fury. 10 left on the shot clock. Again, Fury fakes the dribble handoff, tries a little dump pass down low to Potts, but that is picked off. Elin on the drive, loses it, poked out. Peterson and Johnson tried to compete for the basketball there, as this is Elin. His three-point jumper off the mark, hits off of the, I believe, shot clock there above the rim, and possession will turn to Sargent County. Fury bringing it up the floor here for Sargent County. Johnson just inside the three-point line, no good, and for Jinkston. And they're going to call a travel. Thought maybe he kept that foot down before hitting the floor, as we've got a substitution here as Keller Von Ruden in for Corbin Elin. Von Ruden, the 5'10 sophomore forward here for the Colts. Fury trying to get it inbounds, does to Peterson, out to Bope. Fury. Dribble handoff to Bope. Down low to Potts. Potts out to Peterson. Peterson down low to Potts, and Potts no good. Good find there by Tristan Peterson. A good shot contest there. All the way to the rack is Baito, and they're going to say, oh, yes, no, excuse me. I thought maybe they were saying last touch by Sargent County, but they're going to say that Baito hit it off of the bottom of the backboard, so possession is with Sargent County. Nearly halfway through quarter number one. Down low to Peterson, and Peterson unable to get that layup to go. Rebound there from Keeble. That was Saylor with the rebound, and Baito wanted to get it to Saylor, but that one sails, no pun intended, out of bounds. And with that, the seniors, the non-regular starting seniors, going to head to the bench. Logan Bope and Easton Johnson. In is the more used to starting lineup with Cole Fury, the sophomore guard, and Andrew Yago, the junior forward, onto the floor. Kyle Potts off the bounce, no good. As Saylor comes down with the rebound. Baito going to bring it up the floor here for Richland. 9-2 the score. Been quiet here since that three-pointer from Fury, and Dylan Baito going to get back in the scoring for Richland, as it is now 9-5, about 3 minutes remaining. Peterson down low to Potts, out to Fury. Fury up top to Yago, back to Fury. Open three here from Fury is good, as you can hear Coach Weber saying, hey, Jace, you got to shoot the ball. And that time got a good look and converts. He's now got 6 points. Baito guarded by Cole Fury. Good defense played there that time by Cole. Still staying in that 2-3 zone. Saylor working on Potts. His shot rattles around and falls. So Owen Saylor with his first points. It is now 12-7, 2.5 remaining. Fury going to step into a three, and that one's just going to be a little strong. But Yago comes down with it. Fighting for the board is Von Ruden. Fury, and we're going to have a foul called as Jace Fury was trying to pass that one off. And that foul is going to be called on Keller Von Ruden, his first, team's first, out in the corner. And we're going to have a foul this time on Dylan Baito. So about 5.5, 5:45 with no fouls and two quick ones here for the Colts. This is Fury in the corner. His three-point jumper again long. Hit the first two. Last two have been a little strong for Jace Fury, as we're now at the 2-minute mark remaining in quarter number one. Baito directing the offense here. This is up top now to Keeble. Von Ruden back out to Bido. Hit one earlier, leaves that one off rim short. But Von Ruden chases it down, able to find for Jinkston, and his shot off glass is good. An extra chance points, good hustle there by Keller Von Ruden to keep that possession alive for Richland. Yago now to Fury to Jace. Potts, his jumper off glass, good kiss off the backboard there for Kyle Potts. He's now got 4 points for Sargent County. Bido, as Coach Weber telling his guys, put some ball pressure on this team. This is Keeble to Sailor. Sailor skies up, shot no good. Potts this time comes down with the board. Up ahead to Cole Fury. Out to Peterson. Peterson's three-point jumper is up and good. Third made triple here for Sargent County in the opening quarter. Again, Sailor skies up, no good. Good strong board there from Cole Fury as we're under a minute to go in this one. Sargent County could go 2 for 1 if they would like. Potts poked out by Von Ruden. Up ahead, this is Bido. Bido going to check numbers instead, going to go right at Cole Fury. He throws it up, and he's going to go to the line now for a pair of free throws. Foul on Cole Fury, going to be his first and team's first. Off of the free throw, we're going to have about a second difference between shot clock and game clock. Checking into the game is the freshman, Eli Olson, as that free throw no good. Second free throw upcoming. And that one off the mark. So empty trip there for Dylan Bido. This is Cole up to Jace. Three-point shot from Jace Fury, no good. Good job by Dylan Bido to sky up for the board. Ball poked out and finally gathered there by Bentley Keeble. This is Sailor, his mid-range jumper, no good. And Peterson loses that one as he wanted to get it ahead. But instead we're going to have a turnover, and now the Colts going to have a chance with 13 seconds remaining. And that is going to lead to a timeout here on the floor called by the Colts. This timeout brought to you by Bank North. Not new, not national. Bank North is a hometown bank focused on relationships, local decisions, and community support. Find out more at banknorth.bank. Bank North member FDIC, an equal housing lender. So here on senior night, seniors accounting for 10 points so far for Sargent County. As Tristan Peterson and Kyle Potts, the two juniors in the starting lineup here this evening, accounting for the other 7 points. As for the Colts, it is Caden Fajingston with 4, Dylan Bido 3, and Owen Sailor with a bucket. 13 seconds remaining here. Colts with a chance to shrink this deficit down going into the second quarter. Just able to keep from falling out of bounds was Bentley Keeble. This is Bido working on Peterson. Bido gets some space. Fall away jumper off the mark. Yago gets it to Fury. Fury, three-point floater is fouled. And he is going to go to the line for 3 free throw attempts. And with time expired, he will hang out at the free throw line, most likely all by himself. Officials Lance Lukes and Jake Schlecht having a conference near the three-point arc, maybe discussing whether or not the three-point shot was before or after the whistle. So they are going to put more time on the clock, so we will see some players in the lane. So Fury going to have 3 free throw opportunities. That foul was called on Bentley Keeble, his first, team's third. So first free throw from Fury, up and good. 2 more upcoming. Second free throw off the mark. And 2 for 3 from the free throw line on that trip. And that'll do it through our first quarter of play as Sargent County leads 19, Richland 9. We will step aside and we'll be right back with the second quarter you're watching here on yourliveevent.com.
Homegrown local radio is now worldwide with 24-hour streaming. Download the RJ Radio app to hear local voices from local radio with KRJB, KRJM, and KKCQ 24 hours a day from anywhere. You can listen to your favorite programs like the RJ Family Morning Show, local news, farm markets, music, high school sports, church services, more from anywhere. KRJB, KRJM, and 96.7 KKCQ is streaming on the RJ Radio app. Download it to your device and take us with you wherever you go.
Hi, we're Jim and Bernie Berkemeyer, and we're inviting you on a holiday vacations tour. Join us on a Montreal, Quebec City, and the Canadian Maritimes tour, July 30th to August 9th. Experience picturesque small towns, as well as the historic cities along the Atlantic coast, as we use roads and rails on this Canadian adventure. Visit holidayvacations.com, keyword RJ, to request a brochure, to watch a travel show, and to book this tour.
19-9 our score here as we get to our second quarter of play. Leading scorer for both sides is Jace Fury. He has 8. Easton Johnson and Kyle Potts with 4. Tristan Peterson 3, making up the 19 points for Sargent County. Elin tries to split the double team. Going to have a foul called on Cole Fury, his second, team's first of the second quarter. So Bentley Keeble just able to get it into Dylan Bido, Corbin Elin, Owen Saylor. His shot there off the mark. And Kettler Von Ruden making up the 5 on the floor for Richland. Fury, Peterson, or Jace Fury, Cole Fury, Tristan Peterson, Eli Olson, and Andrew Yago make up the 5 on the floor for Sargent County. Coach Weber calling for his crew to set up a set play, I'd assume. Peterson. Backdoor cut is Fury. Good job there by Von Ruden. Just able to turn his head at the last second, step in front of that pass. So the turnover from Sargent County on their first true offensive possession of the second quarter. This is Bido back up top now. This is Saylor going right at Olson. Olson giving up some height and size, but plays physical, and we're going to have a travel called on Bentley Keeble as he tried to make the dribble move to the middle of the floor. So turnover from the Colts. Scoreless in our first minute of quarter number 2. See what this possession has in store for Sargent County. As again, Fury tries to go backdoor cut, tipped by Elin, but Olson, good hustle there by Olson to keep the possession alive for Sargent County. As Jace gets a screen from Yago. Yago back out to Fury. Fury gonna float this one up off glass, no good. Fighting for the board is Elin, but Von Ruden comes away with it. And Olson tried to go through Saylor, but Saylor fall-away jumper, no good off the front of the rim. Owen Saylor had a couple of good looks here at the basket, just unable to get any of them to fall. I expect to see him continue to take those as we're going to have a foul called off ball, and that's going to be called on Eli Olson, his first, team's second. As Kyle Potts back into the game for the Bulldogs. Andrew Yago going to take a seat. 2 minutes scoreless. Elin steps into the 3, and that one's going to be off the mark. Rebound for Jace. Jace to brother Cole. Now to Jace. Shot fake, thought about it out to Potts. Potts Going to step into the mid-range jumper. Tried to go off glass. Leaves it just short, so it goes off rim and out of bounds. Coach Weber calling for his crew to take the open look. That was something we talked about in the opening of this game, as this three-pointer from Keeble off the mark. Good board there by Olsen. He's going to pick up he's going to draw the foul, as Keller Von Ruden going to be called for it. Second foul for Von Ruden, just the first one here for the Colts in quarter number 2. Approaching 3 minutes gone. Backdoor cut to Peterson, and Peterson gets that bucket, and that ends the scoring drought for Sargent County to start the second quarter. Bido stops, pops, that shot no good. And Potts up ahead to Jace. Jace gonna take the 3, and this one off the mark. Olsen and Elin fighting for the board. Last touch by Elin. So after making his first 2 triples, Fury missed his last 3 or 4 attempts from beyond the arc, and Elin's gonna take a seat. Caden Fajingston back into the game. Olsen swings back up top. This is Cole. Potts backdoor cut to Cole Fury. Double clutch, no good. Owen Saylor comes down with the board. Coming around the screen, this is Keeble. Fajingston back out to Bido. Fighting for the positioning is Saylor and Olsen going at it. Owen Saylor shot no good. And Peterson, as he was trying to go out of bounds, lost possession of it, and it couldn't be the last one to touch it till he reestablished, and by the time he reestablished, ball went out of bounds. So another careless turnover for Sargent County in the backcourt. Good spin move there by Bido, gets space and gets that one to go. First points for the Colts in the second quarter, ending a nearly 4-minute scoreless drought in this second quarter. Potts to Fury, Cole to Jace. Jace, free throw line jumper, gets that one to go. 10 points now for Jace Fury. Bido working on Peterson. Good ball pressure there by Peterson. And Peterson maybe sells it a little bit, but Bido with some contact, whether they called it on the shoulder or the elbow, kind of flying out there on Bido. But nonetheless, that's going to be foul number 2 for him. Bope and Yago back into the game for Sargent County. This is Bope. Down low to Potts. Good find. Good block there from Bido. And we'll see who they call the foul on. If they call it on, they do call it on Bido. Thought maybe that was a clean block up top. But with that, that's going to be the 3rd foul for Dylan Bido. Well, first free throw from Potts off the mark, as Corbin Elin going to come in for Dylan Bido. And second free throw also off the mark. Ball batted around, goes off of Keeble's shin, and Keeble finally gets the possession. Elin going to take the 3 off the mark. Fighting for the board is Von Ruden, and we're going to have a foul called on Keller Von Ruden on that loose ball. Good box out there from Kyle Potts, helping to draw that foul. And Von Ruden now playing with 3 fouls. So for the Colts, pretty small bench, only used 1 substitution to this point. And with 2 players in foul trouble, we'll see what Coach Ryland decides to do as the game progresses. 3 minutes remaining as Potts down low kicks out to Cole Fury. Back up top, this is Jace, 10 seconds remaining. And he tries a little step through, as that one's going to be last touched by the Colts, and shot clock may have accidentally reset. So 7.8 seconds remaining as the shot clock here in the MAC is a little goofy when it gets to the tenths of a second. It doesn't show a point. So it looks like there's 78 seconds, but there's 7.8. Now down under 5. Yago going to take the 3. That shot off the mark. Chasing down the board is Bope. And Fury going to stay with it. Floats it up. No good. Potts offensive board out to Cole Fury in the corner. Just able to keep that heel from touching down. Gets it to Jason. That 3 is up and good. And the Fury brothers on the connection. A special moment here on senior night. Little brother to big brother getting him points number 13 on the game. As we've got a jump ball. Possession arrow is going to favor Sargent County. 7-2 the score here in quarter number 2 as we approach the final 2 minutes. Fury on the drive. Up top, this is Yago. Again, going to take the triple, this one off the mark. And possession will turn over to the Colts. Checking into the game, sophomore guard number 4, Connor Klein. O'Keeble gets it to Elin. Elin gets it to Klein. Going to take the 3-point shot. No good. And I think that was Elin who came flying in and will be called for the foul. And I believe that should send a player to the charity stripe for free throws. And it's Cole Fury going to be the recipient there of the foul call. So he's going to get a chance for 2 free throws. That foul from Elin going to be his first. No first free throw attempts for Cole Fury this evening as shot number 1 up and good. And 2 for 2 on that trip as checking into the game for Sargent County, the junior guard number 25, Carson Diley. A 9-2 advantage for Sargent County. Only points in this quarter coming from Dylan Bido for the Colts. Elin in the corner. Gets a screen from Jingston. Good roll there by Caden. Saylor and Olsen again fighting for position down low over the head of Connor Klein. As possession going to go to the Bulldogs. Minute 15 remaining. As Diley going to set up the offense. Potts. Tried a backdoor cut. Good tip there by Elin. Fajingston comes down with it. Elin going to bring it up the floor. Elin dribbles it off of his foot. Or excuse me, they're going to say off of White's foot. Thought maybe it went off Elin's foot. Instead, they're going to say it went off Yago's foot. As Klein. Down low, this is Saylor. Good play there by Diley. Gets it ahead to Olsen, and Olsen going to lay that one up and in. Good all-around play there. Diley getting the steal and the assist points in favor of Olsen. About 10-second difference, maybe a little less than difference between shot clock and game clock. Keebler tried to get it down low, a little too quick to Saylor. As we're going to have a timeout called here by the Bulldogs, and we will take time with them as they lead 30-11.
Working on maintenance. Both, actually. We walked some fields last summer and found areas where we can improve. So we are installing Delta Force and some new opening discs.
Yeah, I bet we're in the same boat. I should give them a call.
Yep, they will come out and look over the planter with you and put a plan together. They are the guys I go to for answers.
Agassiz Precision Ag, your local precision planting dealer. Give us a call at 701-636-2119 or planterdoc.com.
A timeout brought to you by Bank North. Find out more at banknorth.bank. So 30 seconds remaining as Sargent County hoping to close off a dominant first half with a bucket here before the break. Potts fakes the handoff to Fury and instead now passes it off to Fury. Potts up top to Yago. Yago takes the three. This one off the mark. Diley in position for the offensive rebound, but it goes over his head. Possession now goes to the Colts. They've got 14.1 remaining to try and get a bucket. Fine, gets it ahead to Keeble. Keeble for Jinkston. His layup no good. Good board there by Diley. A couple of seconds remaining. Fury going to take the three. Stops, pops, and just unable to get that one to go, as that'll do it through our first half of play. Sargent County leads in this one 30, Colts 11. We will step aside and we will be back with our halftime report brought to you by Farmers Union David Bergman Agency. Sargent County leads at home 30, Colts 11.
Anderson Seed Farms Incorporated is proud to announce its new partnership with AP Select Seed by AgriPartners. AP Select offers the latest traits and genetics in both corn and soybeans. They're a family-owned company that believes in fair pricing along with unmatched customer support that makes them truly better by choice. Anderson Seed Farms is a certified seed conditioning plant that grows, conditions, and sells West-bred spring wheat seed, which was the top-growing spring wheat in North Dakota last year. Contact Anderson Seed Farms in Foreman at andersonseedfarms.com.
Partnership is a way of life here in the Northland. It's about pitching in to help our neighbors, making lending decisions locally, honoring long-term commitments to farmers, Main Street businesses, teams, schools, and rural communities. We're more than just a bank. We're a community partner, working constantly and diligently to enrich the lives of everyone we serve. Bank North, always true.
The Bison Booster Club, an organization that is rooted in their support of the activities within the Milner Public School District and the City of Milner. They pride themselves on their community involvement in local donations to area projects and sponsorships to help make their community a pleasant place to reside. If you have any questions or are interested in becoming a Booster Club member, you can check out the Bison Booster Club on Facebook or talk with any of the existing members. The Bison Booster Club, helping make their community a better place to live. The Milner Public School District has a long history of academic, artistic, and athletic achievement and is proud of the programs and education environment offered. A fully accredited educational system, Milner Public School District operates 2 separate school buildings, including Sundale Colony School. Over 85%, that's right, 85% of the graduates of Milner High School attend some form of post-secondary educational institution. You can find more information on the Milner Public School District online at milner.k12.nd.us.
Data shows that half of the pills seized off the street by law enforcement contain a lethal dose of fentanyl. You never know when you might find yourself in the middle of an emergency. Why not be the reason a life can be saved? Narcan provides a safe and easy way to reverse the effects of an opioid in just minutes. You can pick up your Narcan today for free at your local public health office.
This message is brought to you by your local public health unit.
In Hope, North Dakota, we aren't just a town, we're a community, one that you can be proud of, where you and your family can grow. With available jobs, affordable housing, a golf course and pool, the Sportsman Club, and great educational opportunities. There hasn't been a better time to join the Hope community, ideally located between Fargo, Grand Forks, and Jamestown. For more information, go to www.hopend.com. Live, work, and play in Hope, North Dakota.
At Enbridge, we're focused on relationships. 23 Canadian First Nation and Métis communities now own an equity stake in Enbridge Athabasca pipelines. In Minnesota, Enbridge has spent $450 million and counting, with Native-owned companies and in wages to tribal members working on Line 3. Every day brings new collaborations, partnerships, and possibilities. Learn more at Enbridge.com.
In times like these, it's good to know there's a place where people know who you are, no matter how long you've been gone. A place where the smells of home cooking are still in the air, where a simple wave warms your heart, and sharing stories is just a way of life. It's good to be home. Farmers Union Insurance, protecting what's important in life.
Get in touch with David Bergman today at 701-724-6252.
30-11 is our score here at halftime as the Sargent County Bulldogs lead over the Richland Colts. Let's take a look here in our halftime show brought to you by Farmers Union David Bergman Agency, your headquarters for home, auto, life, farm, and ranch, business, crop, and health insurance. Call us 701-724-6252. Let's first take a look at the scoring here in the first half of play. The leading scorer for all squads is the senior guard, Jace Fury. He has 13 points with 3 triples. Also 2 for 3 from the free throw line and 1 made 2-point basket. Following him in the scoring department is Tristan Peterson with 5. Easton Johnson and Kyle Potts with 4. Cole Fury, 2. Eli Olson with 2. As for the Richland Colts, they're led in scoring by Dylan Bido. He has 5. Caden Fajingston with 4. And Owen Saylor with 2. Couple of players in foul trouble for the Colts. Dylan Bido and Keller Von Ruden each playing with 3 fouls. Saw Bido have to sit out a large portion of that second quarter. Hope to see him back in action on the floor here in the second half of play. As we look ahead to for both of these teams after tonight's game, the Colts are going to be hosting Maple River on Friday before traveling to Barnes County North 1 week from today to finish off their regular season schedule. Both of those games going to be district games. Bulldogs are going to travel to Wyoming to take on the Warbirds on Friday before returning home to take on Oaks a week from today. That game's going to be played over in North Sargent. They will then travel to Enderlin on Thursday next week for their final district game of the season. They do come back and have one final game the following week. They'll play South Border on, I want to say it is the 17th, is that contest. So we mentioned earlier in the broadcast, as we look ahead for both of these teams in District 1, the District 1 tournament starts here at the end of the month. I believe 27th, 28th, and March 2nd are the dates for that. Don't have the calendar in front of me right now, so hopefully I'm not off a day or so. But it's going to be that last weekend and the first Monday of March. So for the Bulldogs, hoping to improve their current standings. If the season were to end today, they would be sitting at the 4 seed in the district tournament and would be hosting or being the home team at least on the scoreboard in that one. Hoping to be one of those top 4 teams in the upcoming district tournament, but playing teams like the Tornadoes next week and the Warbirds here on Friday. Going to be some formidable foes for Sargent County. Already played a tight one with Wyoming Lidgewood earlier in the season. Oaks Tornadoes currently sitting at number 2 in the district. So for Sargent County, as they look to close this one out here at home, going to need to continue offensively. They were cold there for about the first half or so of the second quarter after a high-scoring first quarter, scoring 19, took them a while to get a bucket. Jace Fury finally got the action going. And from there, they were able to finish off playing well, as finished with 11 points in the quarter. But more importantly, defensively doing a good job holding the Colts to just 2 in that quarter to help grow the lead to what we see here at 30-11. So keep the offense rolling, keep the defense playing as it was, doing a good job poking passes loose. But for the Colts, for them, got to keep shooting, keep taking advantage of some open looks, some good looks. Players like Corbin Elin and Dylan Bido had a couple of open three-point chances. Owen Saylor doing a good job battling down low for position, getting some skying up and getting some good shot opportunities, just not getting them to fall. So for the Colts, just got to keep firing away, hope that the lid comes off the basket here in the second half. And also try to chase Sargent County off of the three-point line. They've been doing a good job of getting open looks. Are the Bulldogs gotten 4 of them to fall, 1 from Peterson, 3 from Fury. So that'll do it for our Farmers Union David Bergman halftime show, as we are just about ready to get our second half officially underway. As we mentioned, final game of the season here at the MAC. Still 2 home games for the Sargent County boys team this season. Sargent County girls basketball have their final home game on Thursday against the Lisbon Broncos here on your live event. But looking to close the MAC out with a victory, as we are officially underway. Bido, Saylor, Von Ruden, Klein, and Fredjingston on the floor. As Fredjingston, good roll, goes right at Peterson, no good. Peterson with the strong rebound. Good job there by Peterson. Potts finds Peterson, out to Fury. Fury gonna take the 3 off the mark. Potts to Bolt mid-range jumper, no good. Bido down low to Saylor, unable to cleanly handle it. Fredjingston out to Bido. And Bolt goes for the steal. Fredjingston comes down with the bucket. He now has 6. Leading scorer for the Colts. As Potts, Peterson, Bope, Fury, and Johnson on the floor. And we're going to have an offensive foul called on Potts. He goes that last little bump there, trying to make some room to get that pass off to Johnson. Klein loses it, quickly gets back to it. Bido off the tip from Peterson. Saylor, skies up, that shot off rim. Fredjingston fighting for it with Bope. And last touch there by Bope. Fredjingston coming off with a little bit of a limp, as Elin going to come back into the game for the Colts. Hopefully Fredjingston's okay, doing a good job getting some hustle points and hustle opportunities here for the Colts. Down low, this is Bido, and Bido going to be called for the foul. And foul is going to be called on Kyle Potts, his second. Potts didn't seem too thrilled with the call, thought that he was clean, but they're going to call it on the body as the free throw here from Bido, up and good. Yago and Cole Fury back into the game for Johnson and Bope. Two for 2 from the free throw line is Dylan Bido. He's back as the leading scorer for the Colts. He now has 7. Potts to Jace in the corner. Coach Weber calling for an offensive set. Still waiting to see Sargent County get into it. Here is Cole. Good fight off of the off-ball screen from Klein. Fury goes baseline, and we're going to have a offensive foul call this time on Jace Fury. So 2 offensive fouls as Jace picking up foul number 1. 3rd team foul already for Sargent County in the first 2 minutes and change of quarter number 3. Bido to Klein. Klein going to step into the 3, a little strong there as gets his own miss. Good hustle there from Klein. Down low to Bido. Good backdoor cut. To Von Ruden, gets his own miss, blocked from behind by Fury. And Von Ruden, no good. So plenty of opportunities there for the Colts as Peterson's going to take the corner 3. And he connects. 2nd triple for Peterson. He now has 8 up ahead. This is Saylor. And Saylor going to pick up the easy layup. So after a nice 3-point shot from Peterson, very quickly able to at least answer with a point as Fury going to get his first points of the second half. Doing a good job breaking the press is Richland. This 3 from Klein off the mark. And this time Fury able to chase down the board. Fury up ahead to Peterson. Peterson working around, floats this one off glass and gets that one to go. Double digits now for Tristan Peterson. Finding Connor Klein up ahead. This is Saylor. Saylor going to take the mid-range jumper, getting that one to go. 2 quick buckets here for Owen Saylor. And Elin just unable to save it as he goes into the student section. But the Colts playing with a little more defensive aggression here to start the second half, causing some issues for Sargent County. Peterson out to Fury. Fury down low to Peterson. Peterson gets that one to go, and he's going to go to the line now for a chance at a 3-point play. As a foul called on Keller Von Ruden. That is his 4th. As the free throw up and good for Tristan Peterson, as that is going to force Von Ruden to go to the bench. Back into the game is Caden Jinkston. We mentioned seemed to come off the floor a little gingerly a moment ago, so hopefully he is okay back in action. As Bido working on Peterson, fighting through the double team. 3-point shot from Klein off the mark, but Saylor comes down with it. Elin going to step into the 3. This one long. Bido, and almost stolen there by Fury. This is Bido now in the corner, guarded by Potts. Up top to Elin, guarded by Cole Fury. Down low, this is Saylor working on Peterson. Elin, good defense there by Fury, able to poke the ball or toss the ball loose, but Potts finally comes down with a good defensive possession there by Sargent County. Down low, this is Potts. Potts tries to go through the contact of Jingston, but good job being straight up there by Caden as Elin. Saylor. Jingston to Klein. Klein's going to take the 3, and that one going to be off the mark. As Eli Olson going to check back into the game for Sargent County. Kyle Potts going to take a seat. Just over 3 minutes remaining. Fury to Peterson. Peterson to Jace. Jace calls for the screen. Gets it to Yago. Tries to get it to Yago in the corner. Good job by Klein. Over to Olson on the opposite block. Good defense there by Bido. And this is Peterson, his floater. Good job there by Peterson, able to stay under control. And he now has 10 points in the third quarter alone. Bido to Klein. Back to Bido. Bido trying to get it down low to Fajingston. That ball tossed away. Last touch by Fajingston. So it will be Sargent County basketball as Logan Bope going to come in for Yago. Just over 2 minutes remaining here in quarter number 3. Bope up top to Olsen. Olsen back to Bope. Bope to Fury. Going to reset the offense. Fury going to dribble drive. Ball falling around, and finally Olsen gets it to Cole Fury. Olsen up top, 10 left on the shot clock. Cole to Jace. Jace dribble drive all the way to the rack. Floats that one up and gets it to fall. Fury now with 17 points here on senior night. Peterson with 15. In the corner, this is Elin. Good quick closeout there by Fury as they switch screens. This is Fury now guarding Saylor, and Owen Saylor picking up his third made bucket of the third quarter. He now has 8, leading scorer for the Colts. 23-point advantage here for Sargent County. You know they would like to extend this lead going into the final quarter as Peterson cross court to Bope. Bope going to take the 3, leaves it short. Tries to chase down his own miss, gets it to Olsen. Good hustle there by Bope. Fury going to take the 3, leaves that one long. Again, Olsen starts tracking down the loose ball. Jace loses it as Klein comes away with the basketball. Bido going to go right at Cole Fury. They leaves that one off glass, off side of the rim. Shot clock turned off as Sargent County calling for a final shot. As Jace gets it over to Cole. This is now Bope as we are at about 15 seconds remaining. Jace just dribbling it around, trying to waste some time here. Gets it down low to Bope. Bope out to Peterson. Peterson going to take the 3, leaves it short, fights for the loose ball. Rattling around, Jace tosses that one off glass and no good, as that will do it through 3 quarters of play as Sargent County up big. They lead 44-21. We'll be right back with the fourth quarter here in a moment. You're watching on yourliveevent.com.
The Bison Booster Club, an organization that is rooted in their support of the activities within the Milner Public School District and the City of Milner. They pride themselves on their community involvement in local donations to area projects and sponsorships to help make their community a pleasant place to reside. If you have any questions or are interested in becoming a Booster Club member, you can check out the Bison Booster Club on Facebook or talk with any of the existing members. The Bison Booster Club, helping make their community a better place to live.
44-21 here at the MAC with Sargent County up big over the Colts. Let's take a look at some scores going on around District 1 as Tri-State currently leads over Barnes County North by 3 in the fourth quarter. That's a score that's got to make Bulldogs fans happy, as that gives a better opportunity for Sargent County to climb the standings. Wyoming Lidgewood currently leading over Enderlin 57-35. Hankinson over Maple River, 29-11. Still in the first half of that one. As we get ready here for the fourth quarter, Jace Fury, Carson Diley, Eli Olsen, Logan Bope, and Tristan Peterson on the floor. Peterson going to drive right at the hoop, and he picks up right where he left off in that third quarter. Had 10 points in the third quarter, now 17 overall on the game. As Bido gets it to Keeble. This is now Elin. Klein going to take the three-point shot. This one off the mark. Fury and Bido fighting for the board. Good job there by Bido. Skying up, and he loses it out of bounds, but they're going to say it was poked away by Fury. Keeble into Elin. Elin going to drive all the way to the rack, as that one no good. Fury Working it around, gets it to Diley. This is now Peterson. Peterson wants the screen, takes the screen, and good hands there by Dylan Bido as he's able to thwart the pick and roll, and he goes coast to coast, picking up the bucket. I believe he now has 9 points. Double check my math here in just a moment. Yes, he has 4 points in the second half. Fury to Bope. Cross court fine. This is Olsen. Jace left alone for 3. He'll take it off the mark as Bido comes down with the board, gets it ahead to Klein. Klein just able to keep from stepping out of bounds, chasing that one down. 3-point shot from Elin, no good. Well, the Colts with one made 3 back in the first quarter and have just gone cold beyond the arc, even with some good looks, as Eli Olsen picks up his second bucket. He now has 4. As 3-pointer here, once again off the mark. Saylor chases that one down, and he's fouled. He is going to go to the line now for a chance at a 3-point play. Owen Saylor now in double figures. He has 10, looking to pick up point 11. A foul on Olsen, going to be his second, team's first. Saylor able to get that free throw to go. So leading scorer for the Colts is Owen Saylor. He has 11. Fury up top now to Diley. Now over to Bope, guarded by Elin. And Bope just able to get to it is Fury. Olsen and Peterson trying to get position down low. Got to get out of the lane. He does. Olsen up top. This is Fury. Good closeout by Bido. Tries to stab at it and get the steal. This is Peterson up top. His 3, no good. Fighting for the board is Saylor and Olsen. And good hustle there by Olsen. Good positioning, I should say, by Eli Olsen on the box out to give them an opportunity to maintain possession. Bope and Peterson going to take a seat. As Peterson, 17 points going to the bench. Him and Fury each with 17. And that 3 off the mark from Jace Fury once again. Started off shooting pretty well from beyond the arc. Gone a little cold is Fury. As Keeble dribble drive. And he throws that one up off glass and gets it to fall. Those are going to be the first points here for Bentley Keeble. He's going to go to the line now looking to convert a 3-point play. With the made bucket, Andrew Yago and Kyle Potts going to come back in, as well as Taylor Von Ruden for the Colts. He does have 4 fouls, so going to have to be careful here the final 5 minutes of this one. Has that free throw from Keeble, no good. As possession going to favor Sargent County. Fury to Potts. Potts to Johnson. Johnson up to Yago. Back up to Johnson. Johnson wanting to hit Fury on the backdoor cut. Instead gets it to Jace. This is Potts. Working through Yago to Johnson. 10 left on the shot clock. Back out to Yago. Gonna need a shot here. Fury. Yago, deep 3, unable to connect. Cole comes flying in, trying to keep possession alive for Sargent County. They're going to say it's last touch by him, as Saylor also involved on that loose ball. Approaching the halfway mark here of our final quarter of play. Bido to Keeble. Bido, turn around, and rattles itself in. So now in double figures for the Colts is Dylan Bido. He has 11. Deep 3 from Fury, unable to get that one to fall. Bido. Klein now to Keeble. This is Von Ruden. He's going to take the three, in and out on that three-pointer. Looking to run is Fury. Good hustle there by Dylan Vito to deflect that one out of bounds. Peterson back into the game. Easton Johnson going to take a seat. Fury, Yago, back to Fury. Jace, out to Peterson, his corner three, long, and he chases down the loose ball, and by getting there first, the foul is going to be called on Connor Klein, his first, team's first in the final quarter. This is Jace to Yago, now to Peterson. Peterson, Potts. On the foul, do have a fresh shot clock, so can take their time. Potts, Peterson. Fury gonna take the three off the mark. Bido comes down with the board, able to secure it all the way to the basket, but this is Von Ruden now on the drive, tries to float it off glass, unable to get that one to go. Lead was as much as 24 for Sargent County. Down now to 18. Potts, Peterson, three-pointer, left short as Von Ruden comes down with the board. Peterson tries to get the steal. Von Ruden dribble drive all the way, and we're going to have a carry called on Keller Von Ruden. Sargent County hoping to get the final 2 minutes plus off of the game clock, escape with a victory, and able to get it to Peterson, but good reaction there by Von Ruden to deflect it out of bounds. Peterson gets it to Potts. Cole, his drive, tries to switch up hands and go left. And last touch off of the leg of Bentley Keeble. Good job there by Kyle Potts to keep it alive. 33 seconds remaining, so not a full shot clock, but pretty close. Jace going to set up the offense here for Sargent County, leading by 18. This is Yago. Potts now free throw line. Peterson. Inside, this is Cole. Fall away jumper, left short. And last touch there by Cole Fury. As we've got a new 5 on the floor, as that will likely do it for Jace Fury on senior night here on his home court. And we'll see if Logan Bolt gets one more chance out there, but Easton Johnson, the lone senior on the floor, as junior number 50, Connor Olson, sophomore number 1, Hunter Lee, and as Bido all the way to the rack, gets that one to go. As we've got just a substitution timeout called by the Colts, as Corbin Elan, and Colton Doctor into the game for the Colts, as well as Ryan Stager and Cade Hegseth in for the Colts. So number 1, Hunter Leon for the Bulldogs. Number 10, Skylar Peterson, younger brother of Tristan. And number 13 is going to be Wilprecht, as Crosby Wilprecht is the one I was mentioning there, as that made shot there by Hunter Leon. As that three-point shot is up and good. And of course, I looked down right when that one went in, so I apologize. Did miss who converted that three. My apologies. as Peterson. This is Leon now to Wilprecht. Johnson going to take the three, and that one just too strong as Elin. As shot clock, game clock, virtually the same, as it looks like the Colts are content to just dribble this one out. As Stager and that will do it here as Sargent County able to pick up the victory on senior night. They win 50-35 over the Richland Colts. We will step aside and we'll be right back with post-game coverage. You're watching here on yourliveevent.com.
Homegrown local radio is now worldwide with 24-hour streaming. Download the RJ Radio app to hear local voices from local radio with KRJB, KRJM, and KKCQ 24 hours a day from anywhere. You can listen to your favorite programs like the RJ Family Morning Show, local news, farm markets, music, high school sports, church services, more from anywhere. KRJB, KRJM, and 96.7 KKCQ is streaming on the RJ Radio app. Download it to your device and take us with you wherever you go.
Hi, we're Jim and Bernie Berkemeyer, and we're inviting you on a holiday vacations tour. Join us on a Montreal, Quebec City, and the Canadian Maritimes tour July 30th to August 9th. Experience picturesque small towns, as well as the historic cities along the Atlantic coast, as we use roads and rails on this Canadian adventure. Visit holidayvacations.com, keyword RJ, to request a brochure, to watch a travel show, and to book this tour.
Teens are faced with tough decisions all the time, and parents aren't always there when it happens. But that doesn't mean they can't influence their kids to make the right choice, because making that right choice is easier when the wrong one isn't an option. When your teen faces peer pressure, what you give them access to can make all the difference. This message is brought to you by your local public health unit.
Milner Grain understands that agriculture is your livelihood, and we're committed to providing you with the highest quality of services to meet your farming needs. Milner Grain has a passion for our community and the farmers we serve. Milner Grain is locally owned and operated. When you're looking for a partner in the field, look to Milner Grain. Call 701-427-5284 or check out Milner Grain's app with current up-to-date prices. Milner Grain is here to help you and your farm grow.
And our final score here from the MAC is 50, Sargent County 35, Richland, as the Bulldogs pick up win number 7 on the season. Colts fall to 0-15. Let's take a look at the scoring here in this one. Leading scorer for all teams was Jace Fury with 17. Tristan Peterson just behind him with 15, 10 of which coming in the second half of play. Other scoring for the Bulldogs, Easton Johnson, Kyle Potts, and Eli Olson, each with 4. Cole Fury and Hunter Leon, each with a made shot. As for the Colts, they were led in scoring tonight by Dylan Bido. He had 13 points. Owen Saylor with 11. Caden Frajingston, 6. Made 3-point shot from Colton Doctor. And Corbin Eland able to add Bentley Keeble, the one who was able to add the extra 2 points for the Colts, making up their 35 points on the evening. This time, I'd like to take a look at our Enbridge player of the game. Life takes energy. Enbridge brings energy for life. Visit enbridge.com for career opportunities. And our Enbridge player of the game is the senior Jace Fury, playing in his final game here in his home gym. A Milner High School senior, playing that final game in the Milner Gymnasium. So congratulations, our Enbridge player of the game, Jace Fury. As for our Agassiz Precision Ag play of the game, your local precision planting dealer is Agassiz Precision Ag in Hillsboro. Call 701-636-2119 or visit planterdoc.com. In the Agassiz Precision Ag play of the game, let's give it to the first quarter play of the senior Easton Johnson, getting his first start of his career here on senior night and able to add 4 points on the evening. Always a fun time on senior night to get a couple of those guys who have just been a positive teammate over the years, get them a chance to get in the starting lineup and give them that green light, give them those opportunities to cast away, and Johnson able to take advantage and pick up 4 points in the first quarter. So our Agassiz Precision Ag play of the game is Easton Johnson's first quarter performance in this one. So the Colts are going to be hosting Maple River on Friday before traveling up to Barnes County North a week from today to finish off their regular season schedule. Sargent County going to be back in action on Friday to take on the Wyoming Lidgerwood Warbirds before being back here, back at home in North Sargent on Tuesday next week to take on the Oaks Tornadoes before traveling to Enderlin on Thursday for their final district game of the season. Bulldogs back to 500, 7-7 on the season. I want to thank all of you for tuning in here this evening. I want to thank my cameraman Vincent Sexton for helping me out. Make sure you tune into yourliveevent.com to see all of the remaining regular season action as well as postseason coverage that we will be having here on Your Live Event. Girls District Tournament starts next weekend already, so we will be carrying that here on Your Live Event up at Lisbon High School. So tune in for all of the remaining regular season action, postseason action on yourliveevent.com. I am Nick Furch. I want to thank you all for tuning in and enjoy the rest of your evening.